Hey, set a timer for 362 seconds. Raining pretty heavy. iPad's not waterproof. Man. Rain stopping soon. How about stopping now, please, rain? Kind of is slowing down a little bit. Now it's not, it's getting heavier again. Ah! It's a fight against time. Time. Sutherland. Hold on one second while I make sure that this is still working, because the iPad keyboard is wet. It's still working. So Sutherland, Waratah Park. Now, we have planked in Waratah Park before, but we were at the northern end, the basketball courts. Now we're at the furthest southern end, where there apparently is a mountain bike trail. I've never seen it before, but here is a mountain bike trail. There's a couple of jumps down here, but this is not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about this. This right here is a long since, oh, that's a beautiful spider. This is a long since abandoned roller skating rink. Roller rink. Now, the story here, so I guess in the late 80s, mid to late 80s, roller skating rinks were all the rage. I remember we used to go to one at Bankstown for school sport. That was an indoor roller DJ. Roller rink had banked up walls and it had a DJ. We used to go there for school sports. But I think by the early 90s, roller skating was gone, right? That fad was over. And these kind of places, the roller rinks just sat here abandoned and nobody used them. And so here in Sutherland, in the early 90s, we were having many discussions with our local council, the Sutherland Shire Council, about a skateboard facility. And they were holding out long time. They were not playing ball. They did not give a rat's about skateboarders in the Shire. They couldn't care less. But at one point, they allocated this area, including the clubhouse. They allocated this area for skateboarding. And what we did, and this was kind of, can I go across here, get a better perspective? Yeah, let's go across here. What they kind of did, oh, hang on, there's heaps of spiders and crap. Hold on. There's a better shot of the jump, by the way. But yeah, what they did was they said, you guys can have this space. By the way, there's a light on in there. That's interesting. Yeah, they gave us this space, but they said, we're not going to provide any facility. You have to do the building of the ramps and everything. And by the way, we were happy with that because we knew we could build ramps. We could build jump ramps and tabletops and stuff. So essentially, all that the Sutherland Shire Council did was to give us the space, or allocate the space that was already allocated to some kind of roller sport, in this case roller skating. And they said, well, the roller skaters never use it, so the skateboarders can have it. And I think that lasted probably around about maybe just over 12 months. And then it got shut down because I'm not 100% certain why the idea got squashed or got quashed, but it might have been, too many uncouth youths skateboarding at night. There was a time frame there that was lock up and had to get the key, and it was all real official, and you can't really do that with skateboarding, or you couldn't back then. You can now, but a couple of stories I want to hit here. There was so in my year at school, there was, for some reason, Tim Cook. I don't know if Tim's ever going to see this, but Tim was a really lame, like a lousy skateboarder. I can't even remember seeing him skateboard. However, his dad built him a vert ramp. Tim Cook had a vert ramp in his backyard. That's bizarre. That was in Engadine. And somehow that vert ramp made its way here. And we put it up here very, very briefly. But then further to the south in a suburb called Heathcote, there was a surfer who had a surfboard shop called Itchy Feet. I don't know if anybody remembers Itchy Feet Surf Co. or Itchy, it might have just been Itchy Feet. And he took that ramp and put it up at Heathcote, kind of somewhere near in 2024, or not even 10 years ago, there used to be a Black Stump restaurant, sort of where Itchy Feet was, and that ramp that was Tim Cook's backyard vert ramp came here and then there. And then I feel like that was kind of the end of it. I don't even remember, I can't even remember. I don't think that the vert ramp got finished here. Now I think I remember. So once we started rebuilding it here, the council came and said, that's too big, can't have that. Like we had jump ramps, we had like banks and jump ramps, and there was a nice tabletop slider bars. But I think as soon as we like actually put a ramp there, like a proper ramp, they went, no, that's way too big, that's too dangerous. And like, just another example of like, hang on, a dingo's eating my baby. That's just another example of how ineffectual the Sutherland Shire Council was to skateboarding. Now, things have changed over the years. There are many skate parks in the area. In fact, Engadine Skate Park, which for a long while was garbage, there's a story there, not my story to tell. I wish I could get Adam Luxford to tell that story. But anyway, they've rebuilt the Engadine Park, and there's a pump track there as well, which is sort of shows that they're moving with the times, I say. But and there's a big vert bowl at Miranda where we never had anything vert up until then. But these are other stories. They're more common or more current stories. But this, do you know what? Should we go around the front? The reason I came in here is, you can hear it. It's windy. It's rainy. It's a hideous day, and I wanted to just get out of the rain. I'll just walk around to the front. Skateboarders that were skating here, I remember. Obviously, there was a big Engadine crew. Steve Tierney. What was the other guys in that crew? Steve Tierney. I mean, I'm really shit with names, and some of it I've blocked out because there's another story there. The crew that he was hanging with, didn't like. We had a skate zine. I had a skate zine called Happening Style, and there's another story, but he didn't like it, or they didn't like it, and there was some anger issues that surfaced. But I remember that we weren't. I can't remember being inside of this thing. I remember that was like the key that we had access to opened up the front gate, but it didn't open up the doors into the actual the clubhouse. So it looks like it's now being used as a bike club. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I mean, at least someone's using it. Are they using the roller rink though? The roller rink doesn't get touched, does it? Just a slab of concrete. Anybody could do anything there. I think that was the theory. They're like, okay, well, it's just sitting there, might as well use it. Yeah. We had slider bars and jump ramps. I remember, dude, some pretty good tricks going down. Big lip slides, like jump ramp to tabletop, off the jump ramp on the side of the tabletop, big lip slides, tail slides. Humper, Johnny Balfour. Me and my crew, Grasler, Gav, Tope. Tope wasn't really a good street skater or park skater, I guess that's what you'd call that back then. Anyway, there's so many memories, and this is not meant to be well, it kind of is, isn't it? It's a bit of a historical document. If you enjoyed a historical document with skateboarding in the Sutherland Shire of New South Wales, Australia in the mid-90s or early 90s, follow, subscribe, like, share, and get out of the freaking rain and go search for Animal Chin.